Our galleon arrives in Great Yarmouth. The 17th century Spanish galleon replica. During a period longer than 3 centuries, the 16th to the 18th, galleons were the boats that took the lead role in the trade and cultural routes named the fleets. These were the longest routes in length and also lasted longer than any other in navigation history. The El Galleon was built during 2009 to 2010 by the Victoria Foundation. Designed and developed at the shipyard in Spain. The boat was launched on the 30th of November 2009, and then the masts were added at the beginning of 2010. El Galleon has covered more than 48,000 nautical miles between 2010 to 2016 along the world's largest seas and oceans, visiting ports in 4 continents and participating in many cultural projects. El Galleon has sailed across the Pacific, the Indian and the Atlantic Oceans, as well as the Med, the Red, the South China Sea and the Aegean Sea, the Bosphorus Strait and the Caribbean. So far, visitors have been able to step on her decks in almost 100 ports all over the world. A little bit of history on the Spanish galleon. So, after the discovery of America in 1492, the vessels employed for the oceanic voyages were not large enough for the huge activity engaged with America and the Philippines. So, it was necessary to design and build a new kind of vessel with higher load capacity. The result was the Spanish galleon you see in this video. An armed trade boat with payloads ranging from 5 to 1,200 tons, several decks and lengths between 40 to 60 metres, that's 130 to 200 foot, which were designed to cross the Atlantic and Pacific with maximum efficiency. They carried up to 150 people aboard, including officers, crew, merchants, servants, families, and other passengers, which were coexisting with the alive animals embarked in habitable space of just 16 foot per person. They formed the Fleet of Indies, a system of fleet that covered 3 routes between Spain, America, and the Philippines. The Fleet of New Spain, the mainland fleet, and the galleon. The American fleets were composed by 10 to 30 galleons, and on certain occasions, a number could ascend to a total of 70 ships. They were sailing in convoy and were escorted by army ships to guarantee their defence and safety. When travelling from Spain, the galleons were loaded with basic European products for the colonies such as wheat, olive oil, wine, clothes and fabrics, weapons, tools and so much more. On the other hand, however, when the galleons came back from America and the Philippines, they mainly brought back valuable American goods and products of the East, such as gold, silver, ivory, silk, precious gems, and so on. Fabulous treasures discovered by pirates and foreign nations. Storms, hurricanes, leaks, shipwrecks, disease, and pirate attacks were their constant threats. The lives of the people who travelled were constantly at 3 or 4 finger distance from death, which is the thickness of a ship's board, and many of them found their grave in the sea. That was the high price that was paid for centuries of navigation on board the Spanish galleons. America, Asia and Europe were able to communicate through the Spanish galleons and a system of fleets for 3 centuries, covering the world's great oceans and longest route in the history of navigation, both in extension and duration. The galleons brought the 2 halves of the earth together and helped them get to know each other, carrying goods, people, cultures, ideas, aesthetics from both continents in their holds. They were the main actors in this historical landmark that was the beginning of the relationship between the two cultures. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.